Happy New Year's and welcome to Cosmic Complexity. I'm your host, Grayson and this is my co-host.
And I'm Trent.
There you
Happy
go.
New Year. Happy New Year.
You almost jumped into it.
I almost jumped the gun a little bit.
We probably should coordinate those intros a little better.
Probably.
Happy New Year's. Yeah. I think when this goes live, it will be going live on Monday, so it'll be 2 days before the new year. So last podcast episode of the year for us and last podcast episode ever. Cosmic Complexity is ending. No, it's not. It's not ending. It's actually not ending, but we wanted to have a kind of chill episode. We're going to talk about our New Year's resolutions and our feelings, and I think we might kiss when the ball drops. So
yep. Wait, the ball's going to drop?
Our balls are going to drop this episode, so buckle up, grab a snack, and leave a comment. What happens when you leave a comment, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Trent, do you want to tell him this time?
Oh, sure, yeah. Well,
I always tell him. I feel like you should tell him.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me this honor.
Let me tell you, when the balls drop, I'm kissing you so hard.
Okay, good.
You should tell them what happens when they comment.
So if you comment down below, then you'll have a chance of getting your comment read in the next video, which we're about to do that right now for the last video. So the comment of the week, this is on the last video that we shot.
We actually got a comment on our last episode. It's crazy. Yep. So thank you for leaving a comment. Who left the comment, Trent?
Big Hairy Knuckles. Okay. Well, so there's two comments. We got two comments this week. It's crazy.
Big Hairy Knuckles left 2 comments.
Yeah. Big Hairy Knuckles left 2 comments. Not 2 separate comments. So the first one, he says, "Bellows of hell for me, please." And then this is actually very sweet. He says, "Great video. Stay consistent. The world will love you."
Do you think that's true, Trent? I wanted to ask you that. I read that comment, and first of all, Hairy Knuckles, Big Hairy Knuckles.
Big Hairy Knuckles.
Thank you for leaving a comment. We actually really appreciate you. We love you. And like we said, you were the only one to leave a comment, so you know what that means. We actually did get a lot of comments this week, Trent.
Really?
Because I had a clip that I posted on TikTok and YouTube, and we did the episode. So we actually had a lot of comments to go through this week. It was nice.
Yeah, that's good.
I felt a little something in my heart.
You actually had to choose a comment.
I did. I mean, most of them were just people saying they didn't want to comment, but they were commenting they didn't want to comment, so they were being a little...
Yeah. They didn't deserve to be featured in this episode.
Not like
Big Hairy Knuckles.
Big Hairy Knuckles.
He deserves it.
But yeah, do you think if we keep this up, the world will love us, Trent? Do you think the world will love you?
No. But, we're going to keep going, I guess.
We're just going to keep on trudging along with this show. Yeah, wow. I mean, just, thank you, Big Hairy Knuckles. We love you.
Appreciate that.
And thank you for the support. That means a lot. We're trying our best here. And honestly, we shoot every episode knowing that we'll probably get less than 10 views. Sometimes we get a lot of views. It's inconsistent. We don't know what's up with that. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get the thumbnails right, but I don't know if it's working. Yeah. So anyways, Happy New Year's. And I think I told Trent that we were going to share our favorite episodes, our favorite moments from this season and this year of Cosmic Complexity, which I think we achieved a lot this year. Let's think about this for a moment.
Yeah.
The idea of Cosmic Complexity to creation took around 7 months for me to get the concept, get the idea, and then get the co-host, which it wasn't originally you, Trent.
Well, it was originally somebody else.
But I didn't think that you'd want to be. I didn't think you'd want to be my co-host.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't ask you first, but then you ended up being the co-host, and you're doing great. So
I appreciate that. I'm trying my best.
Yeah, I think you're doing a really good job.
Yeah.
But we shot the pilot, we shot the first season or season 0, and started season 1 again. And this whole year, we've shot. This is our 12th episode. No, 13th episode.
In total. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. It doesn't feel like it's been that much, and I guess it's been less for me, but because you shot 3 episodes before I joined in.
I did, yeah.
So 10 for me. That's still a lot, man. That's crazy.
As you've been in 12 videos.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right.
You were in the hunting down the skinwalkers.
Yep.
Which hopefully next year we can do something like that. There's a few things I want to do, but they're still way up in the development. But this episode, we're shooting this episode later than normal.
Yeah. At night.
We're shooting this at night.
Cosmic at night.
We were gonna shoot it in the afternoon, but my wife is sick.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to be seen.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know. So yeah, we're shooting a little late, which I think the first couple episodes we shot were late at night.
Yeah. That's kind of the
start of it was like
the routine we started out with, but
so if we're a little low energy this episode, which I don't think it will be, I think this episode will be fine.
Mm.
But if we seem a little tired, it's probably because we are. And Christmas is tomorrow. Christmas Eve is tomorrow for us.
What?
Happy Christmas, Trent.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, hey. Sorry, I forgot we were still recording.
I can't wait for my balls to drop tonight.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's Christmas Eve, actually.
It's Christmas Eve.
Eve.
Christmas Eve, and I think that's about it when it comes to kind of the creation of Cosmic Complexity. I think I'm really pleased with the progress of it and the consistency of it and the comments and people actually watching the show. I think I'm really thankful for you guys. And, as we go into this new year and we look towards a full year of Cosmic Complexity, hopefully.
Yeah.
If the show doesn't get canceled or something, which I don't know. I don't think it will.
I don't see why it would. I mean, can
Nothing
you think
happened.
of a specific reason?
Yeah, can I tell you guys something? So, if you watched last week's episode, and if you didn't, you should watch it. There was a point where Trent decided he was going to laugh. Well, he didn't decide. He didn't understand the full context. He laughed at a story I was telling about Santa Claus, who was crying because he was remembering a child who died in his arms. And I was telling the story about it, and Trent laughed at it, and then I was going to make a clip of it, and I watched the original clip of Santa Claus crying, and I was like, this is really sad and not funny at all.
Well, it's just the way you said it that kind of got me.
Trent didn't know the full context. Yeah. In Trent's defense, he didn't know.
In my defense.
We're never going to get canceled for that.
Person.
We're not. It was funny. It is funny. It's still a funny clip.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny. But
it's not a clip I'm going to post.
The way he said it, it just caught me off guard. And, I mean, I just gave a little chuckle. And apparently I did something terribly wrong. So
you did not do anything.
Apparently I did something horrible.
I don't think you need to apologize for it.
I guess, if the people want me to apologize, then I'll apologize.
Nobody commented anything. The only thing we got in that episode was Bellows of Hell.
Comment down below if you want me to apologize, and next episode I'll apologize.
Yeah, comment down below if you think Trent should apologize.
Or, I mean, if you want to kick me off the show. I mean, that's what we need to do.
No, I don't want to host alone again. But yeah, I think...
Kick me off the show.
As far as I know, we're not canceling the show. The show has been... We're still kicking. Yeah. And, I think we're getting into the groove. And now that we're actually shooting it consistently without any breaks, I think every week it's kind of like we sit down in the chairs, we got the lights up, we got the camera going, and we're like, all right.
Kind of know what we're doing.
Yeah. And,
into routine.
We're still figuring out stuff. We're still figuring it out, but...
Yeah. I'll cross my I'll cross my
legs. No. Me and Trent are playing footsies right now. But yeah, I think for a podcast that hasn't even been around for a full year, and started development and finished development in the same year, I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah,
we're not a huge podcast, which I didn't expect us to be. I'm not a huge channel, so but I'm happy. I'm happy with where we are right now. I'm pretty content.
I don't get it.
It's nothing. It means nothing.
Okay.
Well, with that, I told Trent to come up with 5 New Year's resolutions. So the point of this episode is that we have each thought of 5 New Year's resolutions, and then we're going to share one, explain it, and then I'll react to it, and then I'll share mine and explain it. You react to it, and we'll just kind of go back and forth until the time's up.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good to me.
That sounds like a plan to me as well. Let me get my iPad. Oh, God.
Grayson was making fun of the way I did my...
Well,
resolutions
let me tell you, this dinosaur over here decided he was going to write it down on paper and then screenshot it and then use that.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just take the paper with you?
Because I didn't want to carry around a piece of paper with me.
Okay.
I just like writing things down on paper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do actually.
I'm an old soul.
I know what you mean. Well, Mr. Old Soul, I want you to go first. What
Okay.
is your first New Year's Eve or New Year's resolution?
Well, first off, let me just start off by saying that I don't necessarily agree with New Year's resolutions, but I do agree with goals. I think that goals are good.
Okay.
And I think that the beginning of the new year is a good time to start making goals.
So are these all goals? They're not even resolutions?
They're goals / resolutions.
What's the difference between a goal and a resolution?
Well, I think a resolution is something like, man, I really need to like
fix this.
I really need to eat healthier. That's not really like something you can work towards. It's just like I need to do that. And you're like, all right, I'm gonna eat healthier, and then you start doing it, and then you fail.
I see.
But if you have a goal, if you're like, all right, I'm gonna like not drink Cokes, every single day.
You're not gonna do Coke every day?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do Coke every day.
Oh, okay.
Or I'm not, dude. I probably just proved that I'm from. This is a Texas podcast. I call them Cokes. I'm not going to drink sodas.
I think they know this is a Texas podcast.
You think so? You think they know?
I think they know.
But I just think that goals, it's like it gives you something to work towards. Whereas a resolution is just something you want. I feel like goals just kind of like focus the resolution. It's like, okay, I want to do this, so my goals are going to be this.
Okay.
That's something you can work towards.
Wow. Yeah, man, I don't disagree. I usually don't set any New Year's resolutions or anything every year because I'm like, there's no point in coming up with something and then canceling. Yeah. I mean, I've been doing for content for the last 3 years. I set like the first year I did 2022 goals, then 2023 goals, then 2024 goals, and this year I'm doing 2025 goals. And they're just like goals that I wanted to achieve that year when it comes to like creating content, and it's solely based on that. And then there's like the last 5 or 4 are like impossible ones that I don't think I'll achieve, but they're there to work towards. So I get it. Yeah. I agree. I
think that. I mean, I don't think New Year's resolutions are bad per se, but I just think that if you're gonna make them, you might as well have goals alongside of them.
Yeah,
and I mean, I know that's what you do. So,
and you're a dumb loser if you do resolutions. So don't be an idiot.
Basically, what we're saying.
Yeah. So, anyways, Trent, what's your first resolution?
So my first resolution is to go to the gym consistently. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I've kind of started the past couple weeks. But starting in January, I'm gonna start hitting it hard.
So are you
try? My goal. Speaking of goals, my goal is to go 4 times a week.
4 times a week. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot actually. This past few weeks it's been too cold for me to work out in the gym because I have a gym in the garage. But I was doing like two times a week, which I work full time, and then I also go to school, and then I also have content creation, which takes up a good 20 to 30 hours of my week on top of all that. So I really only have enough time to work out twice, but it's nice. Working out consistent is really good for your body and your health and discipline. So
I'm kind of, the reason why I'm wanting to do it is like you said, for discipline, and also just for like, just to be like fit, I want to take care of my body and be able to, I mean, it's like, our bodies are capable of doing, crazy ththings. So like, why not?
Why not push it to its full performance?
Exactly. Yeah.
Peak performance, Trent.
Yeah, peak Trent.
Peak Trent. I think that's a good thing too. And I also think with setting resolutions and stuff, it's good to not beat yourself up if you don't reach it.
Yeah.
And like,
for sure.
That's why I always kind of never did it, because I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna work out every day, and then it was like, I didn't work out every day, and then you just give up because it was like you're halfway through the year and you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really good resolution.
But I actually I asked ChatGPT to create like a schedule for me, like a workout schedule.
Oh yeah.
And it's worked pretty good. I've used it the past couple weeks, just kind of testing it out.
Wow.
It's worked pretty good so far. So
I'm excited to. It's gonna end everything at one point,
Yeah.
But for now, it's a pretty useful tool. So.
Yeah, one day they're gonna take over the world. But
yeah, the AI. If not the UAPs first.
I'm nice to ChatGPT. Okay, I don't abuse my AI.
I abuse all of my AI.
See, that's why they're gonna take over. And they're gonna spare me. They're gonna make me they're gonna like spare me and make me a slave or something.
Spare
like
Trent.
Spare Trent.
Spare Trent. Kill Grayson.
Kill. I'll bargain for your life. Don't worry.
Thank you. What are you gonna give him?
Chips.
Microchips.
Yeah. Take some microchips.
Thank you.
Thank
Are they barbecue flavored?
Salt,
I prefer sour
salt and
cream
vinegar.
and gross.
Kill.
Kill.
Dude, imagine.
Kill. Obliterate.
That's how I die.
And you just. That's how you die right there. Wow, that's a good resolution though, Trent. I think that's a healthy idea and resolution. I think that's. I'm not crying. I just got some pepper in my eye when I was eating potatoes.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had a giant pile of pepper in here. That's probably.
I did, yeah. I got in my eye. It's over there in the corner.
Yeah.
You can't see it because of the way
It's
the
there.
camera's located. But well, you want to hear mine, Trent?
Yeah. What's your
This is mine.
first resolution?
I spent a really long time making my list, and obviously you put a lot of thought into yours, and I think that's really cool. I was
I
trying
wrote
to put
mine
a
down.
lot of thought into mine too. So I wrote mine down too, just digitally. But for this first one, I kind of wanted to start off with something a little more difficult to do,
Mhm.
and I really think I can do it if I really push myself. I was gonna never walk backwards the whole year, so I just, I don't understand why it's
Never
not.
walk backwards.
yeah.
That's gonna be hard to do.
It's not safe. Is my main thing. It's like you can't see what's behind you, or you're like turning.
Yeah.
And so
Well,
I just didn't want to do it the whole year, and this year especially, I got into a lot of accidents because I kept walking backwards, and I got a pretty big dump truck ass, and I just
You gotta watch where you swing
it's
that
dangerous.
thing.
Yeah. I'm like Aunt Fanny from Robots, the movie Robots by DreamWorks, when it comes to my fanny, and I just feel like it's kind of ill-timed because you just said you wanted to work out, and mine's kind of lame in comparison.
No. I think that's a really good resolution. In fact,
I just didn't want to do it the whole year.
Yeah, no.
I think I can do it
I think if you what are your goals for that? Like your weekly goals?
every day.
Every day?
I'm never going to walk backwards for the whole year.
That's the same thing as just saying I'm not gonna walk backwards. You gotta have like goals each week.
That is my goal.
Never walk backwards.
I'm never going to walk backwards the whole year.
But I mean, if you're already used to it this year, you gotta like.
I'm not used to it. It's just something I do every now and then.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to it. If I see you walking backwards, I'm gonna.
Please do. I think that's a good thing to hold to me. But
okay.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's just I just want to be a little more safer this year.
Yeah, no, I think that's good.
It's just dangerous to do it that way.
Is, yeah. I see a lot of people walking backwards nowadays, and
it's common. It's common practice nowadays.
Yeah. I think if everybody had that sort of mentality that you have about it, I think that the world would be a much safer place.
I mean, you could also take it to like a higher level of thought where it's like more so never backtracking, always moving forward, never. But I didn't take it that far. I'm just talking about the physical.
Think about it though. If you're walking backwards right in the same direction you would be walking forwards, it's like you're still walking forwards. You're just going backwards.
I mean, if the Earth is spinning a particular direction, if you're walking forwards and the Earth is spinning the opposite direction, are you walking backwards? Or
so dang, that would be hard to do.
So I gotta make sure I know exactly which way the Earth is spinning. So I'm always walking
the Earth
forwards.
Spins clockwise, right?
Set
the right hand rule.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Is that the clockwise rule?
Is it? I think it spins like this way. Right?
Like this? Like
this way, right? I don't know. Comment down below if you know which way the Earth rotates.
Maybe it'll be featured in the episode of I don't know.
Engineering major. I should know this.
You should know that,
but I don't.
So, anyways, that's my resolution.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good one.
You think it's good?
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
that's very. Yeah, I'm surprised you started off with like such a hard hitter. Like,
I think it's.
I would have saved something like that for the end. But,
I mean, I got some good ones. I got some pretty good ones.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear the rest.
Yeah.
My second one. So I did 4 main ones, but my second one has like a sub resolution.
A sub resolution.
Yeah,
wow, you put a lot of thought into these. That's cool.
Yeah, no, I did. Not as much thought as you though. So
obviously,
it's kind of all under the umbrella of like manage my time well. And so that involves obviously like going to the gym is under that, but also like school. I want to spend less time on my phone, spend more time reading.
Screen time, kind of stuff like that.
Yeah. Which I've already deleted Instagram in the past. I've kind of been on and off with it, but like right now I've got it back. Just kind of with the year ending, just kind of gotten back into the doom scrolling habit.
Of course, you gotta right now.
But yeah, I mean,
vacation
with
and
the
stuff.
with everything, the December blues kind of hitting. But starting off New Year, deleting Instagram, deleting social media, starting off with a bang. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, that's good. Are you gonna? How are you gonna? Like, are you gonna set timers for yourself? Are you gonna have like set times to do things? What are you planning on doing?
I think something that really helps me is building a schedule that I just stick to, because I think that if I don't have a schedule, I just kind of just kind of don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of figuring out things as I go, and that kind of leads to procrastination and not really managing time well. But I think if I can build a schedule, and just kind of know what I'm going to be doing this day, instead of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at something about it. I agree. I think.
Gosh, freaking laughing at now. I know how that Santa Claus guy would probably feel. Me laughing at him.
I don't even know why I'm laughing.
Kinda.
I'm just thinking about you and reacting to something I'd say. And it made me laugh. And I completely zoned
What
out.
were you gonna say?
Not bored. There was nothing.
I feel like. Okay. Well,
it was more so of a concept that my brain came up with.
Yes.
I'm fully blacked out. I don't know where I am.
So you weren't even listening to my resolutions, bro?
I was. And
I
then
spent,
just zoned out.
Dude, I spent 5 minutes on this. You're not even listening to.
You only spent 5 minutes on this?
Yes.
Oh, my eyes are watering. I'm crying. I don't know why I'm laughing so hard.
I've been thinking about this, prior.
No, I think time management is
took 5
really
minutes
good.
to write this down.
Time management is really good. It's, you managed your time to write it down for 5 minutes. I think that's great.
Exactly.
I think we've talked about time management quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, I think you're somebody that I definitely look to in that. I think you're really good at managing your time well. I mean, at least from what I can see. So
I try to. I would also argue though, for me at least, if I'm stressed or angry or going through some shit, I'm always working. So I'm just always working because I'm always angry. So maybe just get angry.
Get angry. That's
maybe
my.
We should just be more angry.
That's my third resolution. Is
it
just
really?
To get angry now?
Wow. Yeah, but no, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I really try to manage my time, but
I think especially since you've started doing content stuff, I've noticed that.
Yeah,
you.
You have to when you're making as many shit as I do. I'm not bragging. It's more so just I try to keep it as consistent as possible, and that just takes a lot of diligence and consistency. And you have to be at least decent at managing your time. But
yeah, for sure. That's something I've been needing to do for a while, and I think that I've been getting up earlier.
Mm-hmm. You've been getting you've been trying to do this for years, and you've gotten a lot better since you started.
So I think just having I've kind of gotten a routine of getting up early, and then also the routine of going to the gym. I think starting out with that will be kind of help just help me to start to manage my time better.
Nice.
All right, what's your second serious resolution?
Yeah, well, this one's I put a lot of thought into this one, which it's not really an issue for me. I don't struggle with this. I wouldn't even say it's not really an issue. This isn't an issue for me. I don't struggle with this.
Yeah.
But I just want to keep that there.
Yeah.
And I want to keep it at that level where I'm not struggling with this. But I want to never say the N-word this year.
Oh, yeah. That's a bad habit to get into.
Yeah, it's a bad habit to get into, which I'm not in that habit. I want to make that very clear. Yeah. I've never said the N-word. But I want to continue that. I don't want to say the N-word. And I just think that's a good resolution to have this year moving forward. Every time I hear some rap song, some Drake, some Kendrick, and they say those fun words and I can't say it, I'm not going to say it like I have been for the past 22 years.
What? No, hold on. You say you've never said it before.
I've never said it.
What sort of N-word are you talking about here?
The N-word.
The
N-word.
N-word?
Yeah.
So,
where are you going with this?
But whenever you sing along with, the rap songs, you said that you say the N-word?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I say fellas. Or homies. Or
okay,
bros.
So you just kind of fill in.
Yeah.
You fill in the N-word.
Yeah, it helps.
Different word. Yeah. I could see that.
Fellas is my favorite,
fellas.
I think. Yeah, because it fits
I think that's
well.
good because it's just a completely different sounding word, so you would never even be
you're not close.
prone to slip up. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, there are some words that are close that you could say.
That you shouldn't.
and we're not going to list them now.
No.
But this is a thin ice somewhat.
I think that's good. I think that I think that's something you should aspire to.
Yeah, I just think as a white man, I should aspire to not say this word.
Keep your streak, you know.
Yeah, keep that cherry sealed. Don't want that N-word cherry to pop.
Yeah, you. Yeah, I agree.
Because I mean, I'm white.
Yeah.
I'm not making a joke about being a white man who can't say the N-word. I don't think I should.
No.
I think we should move on to the next resolution.
I agree.
But yeah, that's my resolution. I don't want to say the N-word this year.
So my third resolution is to start a new hobby.
Oh.
And I'm open to several different things, but kind of the main thing I was thinking of was photography. I'm thinking about I've kind of been thinking about that for a while.
You thinking like film or?
Yeah, I film is interesting to me just because like it's a whole process of like you got to put the film in the camera and you got to like crank it, you know. And then, I think the only thing about it is that you know you have to find somewhere to get it developed or figure out how to develop your film yourself.
Right.
But yeah, I film photography is interesting to me.
Oh, it's so much fun. I've always gotten into it as well.
And so I think that's something I would like to do. Just and you know that could be also could feed into the time management resolution of like instead of you know scrolling on my phone or like watching TV or whatever, this could give me something to do.
Yeah.
You know
Are you shooting for like mountains or animals?
Yeah, I think nature is what would be cool to me because I already enjoy hiking, and just every time I'm like out in nature, like I'm not talking about like walking down this
like naked.
Yeah, just like full natural. No, I've never been
out in the nature. I've done that a couple times.
I've actually never done that. Never gone full nude in nature.
Anyways, you taking pictures in the nature.
Yeah. No, I just think that's something I've always enjoyed. Just kind of felt at peace in nature. So I think it'd be cool to start doing photography with that.
That's cool.
So.
Yeah. Would you post it somewhere? Like, would you do?
Probably not at first. I think it would just be just for me, just a fun thing to do.
Is that particular hobby or is it any hobby?
I mean, that's specifically what I'm thinking of. But like, if I think of another cool hobby that I would find interesting, like I'm not.
Would you say this podcast is a hobby?
Yeah, I would say so.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you sit down. I mean, you don't create it or edit it or manage it.
It's probably more of a hobby for me than it is for you.
I work on it. You just come in and I mean, I don't give you anything to work on because I don't pay you, so I don't expect you to do anything.
Start paying me, then I'll
You'll start helping with it.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't need much help with it. I'm not
pull my weight.
I'm not complaining. Listen, when the balls drop tonight, I'm kissing you on the lips.
All right, good. I don't know, but it's Christmas Eve. It's not New Year's Eve.
Yeah, but whenever this episode goes live, it'll be.
Oh yeah,
New Year's Eve.
That's right. That's a good point.
So.
All right, stay tuned.
Stay tuned for the balls. So yeah, I mean that's great.
But yeah, I mean if you're open to, I'm open to suggestions. Like,
I'm trying to think what I would. I think photography fits with you pretty well.
If I had the opportunity, I swam in high school.
Right.
Like, if I had the opportunity to start doing that again, just as a hobby, just kind of on the side, I would love to do that. But
trying to think of
expensive.
hobbies. Cool. No. Trains.
No.
Model trains.
No. And honestly, I feel like working on my car would be a hobby.
Yeah, it could be a little mechanic.
And that's kind of something that I've already gotten into a little bit. But like woodworking could be cool.
Model trains.
I
think you should do model train. You said that with so much excitement too. I think you'd be really good at it.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe I'll be one of those. I'll have like a little hat in my basement.
You're a conductor.
Yeah.
I think you should go for that.
Okay, maybe I will. And then I can start photographing the trains.
Yeah. So with these like top 3, were they your like first contenders, or are they like the lowest ones on your list?
Oh yeah, these are the first contenders. Well, I honestly, I didn't.
Are you starting off heavy, or are you starting?
I
off
really
light?
didn't rank my list that way. I just kind of wrote down
what
things as they came to me. Yeah.
I mean, 5 is a lot. I understand that, but I also figured we'd probably be like flying through these, which we have been.
Yeah.
Which we're doing all right on time. We're not doing too bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, I guess it's mine now.
Number 3 for you.
Number 3 for me. Yep. I would have to say stop playing Fortnite.
Stop. Oh yeah.
Which I don't play it that often.
Yeah. How many hours a week would you say you play Fortnite?
Maybe 40 minutes.
Really? Okay.
If that.
Yeah.
I don't play that much. Like when I do play though, I'm incredibly angry and I want to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Which I think is an issue, you know. So
it could be.
here's the thing. Like they released this new game of OG Fortnite, which I played in 2018.
Yeah.
It was OG Fortnite. Right. I played it. And like when I think OG, I think season 4, chapter 1. But Epic decided they were going to do Fortnite OG Season 1. Where there was a shitty loot pool and no minis or meds or anything. And it's just that it's good. It's good, but it's not as good as it could have been.
Yeah. And
they're changing it every 2 months. So we have to wait 2 months for Season 2, and then 2 months for Season 3, and then 2 months for Season 4. So I'm like 6 months away from getting the actual season that I want. So that's frustrating. And on top of that, it's full of these children who have nothing better to do than just play Fortnite all day, and they're all really good at the game. So you get on Fortnite and you land and you're just immediately killed.
Really?
I can't even play build anymore because as soon as I get on, some kid's boxing up, making a giant tower. It's horrible.
Yeah, that does sound. I mean, I haven't played Fortnite.
I'm getting angry right now talking about it. Quit looking at my list.
I wasn't.
Quit peeking at my list. Why are you looking at my list? I just think Fortnite, it just really makes me angry. And my wife said that I yell and curse a lot when I play Fortnite, which is true because I get really angry.
Yeah.
And I might just go back to Rocket League.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's good that you're self-aware in that.
But yeah, this year, this definitely isn't happening. This one, I just already familiar. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah. But
I would like to.
Yeah. What do you think? What are some goals you think you could, or how can you fill that space instead of playing Fortnite? Like, is there another game you could find?
I mean, there's not much space to fill. I'm working so much. I usually only play for like 40 minutes.
You got to fill 40 minutes.
Yeah, I just probably play Rocket League, which also makes me angry, or Valorant, which also makes me angry. Or
you play COD?
No, but it'd probably make me angry. I could play.
Maybe there's a deeper issue.
No.
Do you get angry in other environments?
I spent so much money on a gaming console, and it just makes me angry.
Yeah.
That's probably why I just work all the time. I don't play video games anymore because I just get angry.
Yeah. Well, maybe you'll slowly just stop playing video games, and the problem will fix itself.
Yeah, maybe. What's your next resolution?
My next resolution is to start a Bible study.
And
I've already kind of talked with some people about it. Just kind of.
What age group are we talking?
In the works, like high school age boys.
So, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's something that I would like to do, and maybe get a few other people at my church to do it with me, and yeah.
It's quite a commitment.
Yeah, it is. But like I think I'll have the time to do it this semester.
Nice. So. That's exciting. Yeah. It's always fun to kind of, especially if you're already working with like that age group. It's really fun to walk them through and obviously with the kind of Bible study I'm assuming isn't a very like, oh, you didn't read your Bible every day this week. I'm assuming it's like you're just walking through a chapter a week or something.
Yeah, like just walking through a book of the Bible.
Yeah,
for like 10 weeks or so.
That's fun. We started a Bible study.
Mm-hmm.
A group of guys.
Yeah,
me and Trent are in that group, and we've been doing that once a week, more or less, and it's really fun. It's actually really nice to have a group to sit down and talk to. And I know for a high school kid, that'd be dope to have a group of guys to talk to about just everything going on, homework, school, sports, football, whatever. That's great. That's dope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. So.
Very cool. Yeah, very nice.
Fourth resolution.
Yeah. So this one is kind of more of a daunting one for me.
Really?
I put a lot of thought into this one. I just think it really means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Deep down. But I wanted to prove that I wanted to prove that Pluto is a planet. So it got taken off of the list of planets, and NASA said that it's actually a moon, not a planet, which is bullshit.
Really is.
And yeah, I want to prove that Pluto is a planet. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I haven't put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah.
When it comes to like,
can I help you with this?
Yeah, if you want to,
Dude, because I kind of feel the same way as you do.
I just feel like if we already were calling it a planet, why did we change?
Yeah,
that?
exactly. Like,
I
mean, do you think that
stupid?
there's got to be some deeper reason, like some conspiracy?
There might be. Yeah, there might be.
Do you think that there's something on Pluto they're trying to hide from us?
I think so.
Like, oh, it's just a dwarf planet. We don't need to worry about it.
It's still a planet, but it's a dwarf planet.
Yeah.
Which, first of all, incredibly horrible. That's like saying a little person is not a real person because they're littler than the person itself.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
No, it's awful.
And that's not okay. Because if a dwarf planet isn't the same as a planet, what are you saying?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's a lawsuit in there, honestly. Like, we need to sue now. Maybe that's how we can do it.
I don't know if we have the rights to sue for that.
Well, we should try.
I don't know if we should try that.
Well, okay, you know what we need?
I don't think that's my goal.
We need to
find a little person.
Yeah.
To sue NASA.
Yeah.
For I don't know the word. What's the word? Discrimination.
Yeah, discrimination.
That's right. I found the word.
You found the word.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think Pluto is a planet, and as a child I was really heartbroken when they did that because he was my favorite planet. And
like, I mean, the dog was named after Pluto.
Yeah.
Like
Pluto, the crypto dog.
Yeah.
No, that's the Disney dog.
Yeah. No, it's Mickey Mouse's dog, Pluto.
Mickey Mouse's dog Pluto is named after.
This is pretty random, but isn't it weird how, in the Mickey Mouse world, Pluto and Goofy are both dogs, but Pluto is like not sentient, and Goofy is. Isn't that kind of weird?
I think it is a little odd. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a little weird.
Maybe we'll do an episode about Disney weird things, and we'll just talk about it.
Actually, that'd be fun.
We'll sound like two Disney adults just acting like we actually care about Disney at all, which we don't.
Yeah.
I don't like Disney.
The MCU is cool.
Yeah, it's all right.
Used to be cooler.
Yeah. Now it's just like they make it for kids,
Yeah.
It's
like used to is like, cool and like violent.
Yeah, whenever we were kids, it was like really cool and.
But now it's just like they make it for make it for kids.
Yeah, it's like it's for kids. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but back when we were kids,
it was dope.
It was cool
because it was they're making it better.
Yeah, it's because they're making it better.
Like when Captain America was in that really tight, bright suit in Avengers 1.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Really cool.
Man, when I was a kid, that was so awesome.
I thought that suit was really dumb as a kid. I was like, what happened to his last costume?
Yeah, really?
Yeah, because his costume in Captain America
is more modern. It has to fit with the times.
It wasn't modern. It was weird. It was tight and it didn't make any sense.
Hey, that's America's ass, okay?
It's too much. It was too much. America's ass was too much. Anyways, what's your next resolution, Trent?
Well, like I said, I only had 4 main resolutions, and I had the little sub points.
Little sub one?
I can go back to some of those sub points, like specifically school.
You should talk into your mic.
I am.
No.
Am I not?
You're doing it.
Oh, was I doing this?
Yeah, you're doing that. It's okay.
I'll go back to it. I want to go back to some of my sub points from the second resolution and specifically talk about school. I'm gonna be taking a couple of, I don't know if there'll be hard classes or not, but I'll be taking physics and an engineering class this semester. So yeah, I just want to kind of get a good jump on those classes and just kind of right out of the bat, or right out of the gate. Yeah, that's the phrase I was looking for. Just meet with my teachers and just kind of figure out what I can do to just excel in those classes. So.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So kind of prioritize grades and consistency on that.
Yeah, because this will be my last semester at AC, and then I'll transfer. So crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty wild.
Yep. But so yeah, that's kind of what I want to do.
Nice.
This year.
That's dope. Yeah. Is that your last one, right?
Yeah.
Is that your last resolution?
And then
and that one kind of coordinates with all your other ones as well. They kind of all work together.
Yeah. Now that I'm going back through this, I kind of see that time management and discipline are kind of can kind of summarize all of my resolutions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
going to the gym, being on my phone less, starting a new hobby.
Mm.
It all kind of falls under that category.
Right. Yeah.
So, I don't know what your category yours fall under, but
they're all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, so is my brain most of the time.
Yeah.
So
I think that after you say this last resolution, you should try to come up with one category that defines all of your resolutions, if you can.
all right, I'll
You
try.
should think about it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try. You ready for my last one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm ready. I think.
This one is like high priority for me.
Okay, so did you go like low to high then?
Yeah, I went
Okay.
low to high.
Low to high.
So saying the N word was on the lower end because it's not a problem for me. It's not hard.
Yeah, exactly.
But this one's kind of hard. I've been trying this one for a while. So my last one, I want to fly. Just fly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not talking about like a helicopter or airplane or anything. I'm
Like levitate off the ground.
I want to fly.
Yeah.
Which I can show you my process. I've been trying to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Do you need to move the camera?
No,
a
you're
little bit?
good.
Or do I need to?
I just need to
move out of the way.
You're
or?
fine. You can stay right there.
Okay.
So I watched this on YouTube.
Okay.
It's
Should I be like nervous or?
No, I'm just about to fly.
Okay.
I've only been able to do a few inches so far, but I want to get to the point where I'm like all the way up. But for the audio listeners, try and describe what I'm doing.
Okay.
But if you're watching on video, it's obvious. But yeah, it'll take me a few seconds. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sitting in the chair. Okay. He's trying to use his mental powers to somehow levitate. Seems. Nothing's happening so far. No. It just looks like you're really constipated and you're trying to... Oh, wait. Oh, my gosh. Hold on. His butt's coming off the seat. Wow. Dude.
Am I doing it?
Yes, that's impressive, actually.
My butt's not touching the ground anymore.
Yeah, his butt's off the ground.
My butt's off the ground, guys.
Yep. Yeah, you're flying. I mean, that's like... That's a good 2 inches. I thought you were just like messing with me. That was impressive.
Kind of winded, actually.
Yeah, that's...
Took a lot out of me.
You need some water?
Yeah,
some water. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Dude, that was...
Backwash, actually. A lot of spit.
That's all backwash.
Oh.
I should have warned you. I'm sorry.
You didn't tell me that.
That was impressive.
Thank you.
See, whenever you said that, I thought that... I mean, all your resolutions have been very serious, and that last one I was going, what? It's just kind of stupid.
Well, I don't appreciate that.
But
I didn't say that.
That's kind of... I'm just saying that.
I didn't.
I'm saying that's what I thought.
And
then when I saw you actually do it, I was like, oh my gosh, that was like a tear. Went down my eye.
Well, it's just a lot of pressure. I think a lot of it stems with muscle memory,
Yeah.
Because I was reading, and there's an ancient guru, Lahima, who could do that. Which it's a cool name. I like it a lot, but
yeah. Is that what you want me to start calling you?
No, I don't want that. I don't want to be a guru. I don't want to shave my head and all that. But
yeah.
I've been trying to do it for a while, and I'm getting really close, I think, to getting about average length, so 6 inches.
Yeah.
Off the ground.
I think if you hit 4, you're good.
No, that's not average.
It's not?
At least not for flying, no.
Oh, for flying. Okay. Yeah, for flying. Okay. Yeah, no, I think you're almost there then. I mean, yeah.
I had like, what, 2 inches?
2 inches? Yeah. 2-3 inches maybe?
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's that's really impressive. So, when are you going to start training to, I mean, because I know that you've been practicing going from a sitting start. When are you going to start working on the standing start?
Well,
is that a bit harder to do?
Well, see, initially, I started with the standing, and it wasn't going well.
Yeah.
And then one day I was shitting, and I actually lifted up off the ground, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Wow.
So I started that position where my legs were kind of in the close to a shitting position.
Yeah.
Not sitting, but shitting, and it got to a point where I realized that I could do it if I really just put a lot of pressure into it.
Yeah. Have you ever had any accidents? My next question.
Yeah.
Trying to fly and you just,
Yeah, like one time I flew a little too much and I hit the ceiling.
No, I mean
cracked it right there. This crack in the ceiling.
Oh wow, that was your head.
Yeah, it's not the building settling. It's actually my head.
That's impressive. Well, I was thinking more like bathroom accidents.
Oh,
like,
no.
Like, have you ever just put so much pressure that you just?
No.
Okay, well that's good. That would be.
Well, that's not. It's not like giving birth. Like I don't have
Okay, yeah.
the same. Like I'm not pushing down there.
Yeah.
It's on the head. It's a mind thing.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Do
you think your brain might explode if you keep trying too hard?
Well, there is an issue, and I did read about it. Like if I only push with my head, that my brain would actually just shoot out of the top of my head.
Oh, jeez. Like in the cartoons?
Well, basically, the brain is propulsioning my body. So the brain goes up and it hits the top of my skull. Like there's like a space in between.
Yeah.
That's how you get concussions.
And it lifts you?
Yeah, it lifts you up. But if you're not careful, it'll just lift up through your skull and pull off your spinal and all that. And,
dang.
like whenever you're in a science book and there's like the nerve and it's connected to all the brain and stuff, that's what it would look like.
Just like pull straight out?
Yeah, it's horrible. It's only happened a couple of times to a few people.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, it's a pretty dangerous practice, but I really think that I can do it if I keep pushing myself. So
yeah. Well, yeah, I'm excited to see your progress.
Thank you. I'll keep you updated.
Yeah.
As we go
maybe,
on.
Maybe a couple episodes just throughout the year you can show us progress.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways.
We loving it.
I was just thinking about something.
Like me earlier when I just fully started crying.
Yeah.
Well,
I've had a couple of instances like that this episode.
As we near the last 10 minutes or so of our New Year's episode, Trent, just wanted to know have you thought of your favorite part of this series so far, or at least this year? The birth of Cosmic, the year of our Lord 2024, bringing cosmic complexity to fruition. We started.
I think I really enjoyed. Just kind of thinking about which episode I've enjoyed the most, and I don't necessarily have a favorite moment. I don't think, but favorite episode, I think, just the topic and just to talk about was the one that we did about suffering. I think that's a really interesting
pain and suffering.
Yeah,
I think was the title of the episode.
I just think that's a really interesting topic, and I think it's really relevant to everybody because everybody suffers. Like we all live on the earth, and so we all suffer. And
was that under the same fold as Hell? Was it the Hell episode?
I don't think so. I think we
did a separate episode.
We did a designated episode about suffering.
That
was like one of the earlier episodes. Ones? Yeah, we can go back and look, but yeah, I just remember that being a pretty good conversation. I just enjoyed the just that topic.
Which I think these past few episodes since we started doing video, they've been a little more silly.
They have been.
Which that's more so to fill in space, just flush out the show a little bit more and give it some more layers to it, which the show is called Cosmic Complexity. There's going to be layers to it. It's going to have different aspects where, sometimes we're serious, sometimes we're silly, sometimes we're talking about really hard conversations, and I think it's dope. I like it a lot. So yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really...
Yeah, I'm excited to get back to some of those more serious episodes in the future. Not that these episodes have been bad. I think they've been...
No, I think
good.
the next...
It's been funny and
the next
fun.
2 or 3 are going to be pretty... I think we're probably going to start flip-flopping between like serious episodes and then little joking ones and then serious and then little joking ones, but just kind of as they come, Yeah. But this time of year, it's really hard to... Especially with the school year going on, it's really hard to get guests. It's really hard to get people on the show, and there's a lot of technicality to it. So, it's been just me and Trent. We're trying our best here, but I think we're doing pretty good. So, that's a great episode. I really liked that episode a lot. I think my favorite episode so far was the aliens episode, and we talked about the Gringle.
Yep.
I think that's still my favorite moment so far. The Santa Claus one almost got me.
Really?
I almost said that one.
Yeah.
But I think that one needs to sit more.
Yeah, it's a little fresh.
I think I need to repent on that one a little more before I can find it funny again. So.
I think.
I think, in retrospect, I think the alien one is a little more funnier than the Santa one. I kind of wanted to rehash that a little bit.
The Gringle?
While we're here, since we're going to do a full episode on them, but there's been a lot of UAPs. There's been a lot of floating orbs in the sky as of late, and we'll talk about it more in depth later. I think it'll actually probably be our next episode. I'm pretty sure. But do you think aliens exist, Trent? Upon recent news.
Yeah. I mean, last time I said no. I feel like I'm still going to say no.
You're still going to... You don't think they're real?
Like sentient aliens. I don't...
You don't think the orbs in the sky that are moving around and flying around are sentient aliens?
Yeah, I don't know about... I haven't done my research on it, so...
I think sentient is a good word to use, but I think based on how the orbs are moving around, they could be like an animal, like a space animal.
Yeah.
Like we never really thought about that. Thing. What if it's just like, how like in the ocean,
well,
there's
kind of
like fishes and stuff?
Spoiler alert. Kind of like that movie Nope, It wasn't like an actual like
it was a
alien.
monster.
It was like a giant monster thing,
Well, I mean, think about it. Like whenever you go into the very depths of the ocean, which these things are coming from, by the way.
Maybe they're just sea creatures.
They could be. They could be like they don't have to survive on oxygen. They're surviving on the ocean. And then they're submerging into the ocean, which if they don't need oxygen, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like they're flying up into space. This is a whole new idea.
Yeah,
I just came up with. This actually kind of makes sense. If they fly up into space, they're moving. They look like organisms of some sort. They glow, which in the ocean there are things that glow.
Yeah.
It's not impossible.
Hey, if we
just cracked that open.
No, see, I was gonna say if like next week comes out on the news that we died by like getting stabbed in the back 15 times.
Yeah.
You'll know that we cracked it, all right?
And I flew.
And Grayson flew. They're gonna be coming, dude. They're gonna be coming after you. You gotta watch your back, man. They're gonna be experimenting on you.
They're like one man is stabbed in the back 50 times. The other man's nerves are completely removed from his body.
Yeah.
And his brain is on the ceiling. We don't know what happened.
He's trying to fly away.
I said, "Oh my god!" Yeah. I think in pressure.
Oh,
I think I could do it if I was pure pressure.
You think so?
Yeah, I think I could get away.
I feel like, I feel like that'd be. You need to pitch this to the creator of The Boys. I feel like that'd be a pretty good superpower.
Just every time he flies, his brain just shoots out of the top of his head.
Yeah.
I like to imagine it's like the brain and the eyes shoots up.
Kind of like that one SpongeBob episode where it's like he's just like a brain and eyes.
Oh yeah, that's a Halloween episode.
Is it? Okay, yeah. I was trying to remember the context. But yeah, that's what I'm imagining right now as well.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about that. But upon recent, like, initially I was like, yeah, they're real, especially with the UAPs and everything. I still think the Gringle is a possibility as well. Mainly, here's my thing. I think that more than likely there is a creature out there. I think I've said this before, but like Uncanny Valley, we naturally freak out when we see something that looks like us but isn't quite us.
Yeah.
I think that is a evolution that we have developed from like many generations ago, where like say the pyramids were being built and they were actually built with aliens, which I don't think that's true. Yeah. But imagine if they were in this hypothetical and they built the pyramids and these people, these aliens who helped them build the pyramids looked like them, but not quite.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think more than likely, because people think like, oh, they're going to have like big black eyes and gray skin. I actually think that if they were to be actually aliens that were like sentient, they'd actually look a lot more like us than we'd be comfortable with.
Yeah.
And it'd actually make us uncomfortable.
Yeah. Wait, the whole Uncanny Valley thing is really interesting because I mean, even just now I was thinking about like, what if I saw like like what if like it was just you, but like differently? I could tell that it wasn't.
And especially with AI,
and it's interesting that you can like tell like how there's an immediate like switch, like it's in the eyes and like just the facial expression.
It's the smoothness of the face and the eye and the way that they move and the features are slightly off.
Yeah, it's weird.
I think there's more to that than
it is an interesting just kind of thing that everybody we're all kind of afraid of.
There's a lot to this world that we don't understand.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I think this week NASA discovered, they were in the Antarctica or something. They were doing some shit. And, they discovered that there is a parallel universe to ours that's moving backwards. That started at the same time as the Big Bang.
Interesting.
But it's moving backwards in time.
Interesting.
Which makes, like, it's hard for us to comprehend. But the way they found this was like particles that were moving backwards while ours were moving forwards. And they just discovered it accidentally. And they were like, what is this? So they discovered this parallel universe.
Yeah.
Where the particles are moving like in reverse and then our particles are moving forwards. And so that it was created at the same time as the Big Bang, which I feel like we don't know anything about it. Like, there's not enough information, and it was discovered this week. So it's just interesting. I think it's maybe if they figure out more, we can do a whole episode on that.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I mean, like that, all that scientific stuff is. I mean, I think it's pretty interesting. But I mean, I usually I'm pretty quick to doubt that sort of stuff. But I do think it's fun to think about.
It's fun to think about.
I think wormholes, like black holes, like time travel, that sort of stuff is pretty fun to think about.
I think we've also NASA's figured out, or they've been able to find like particles or something like that from like another universe.
Really?
Or not another dimension, like interdimensional particles. But I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Honestly, do I believe them? Probably not.
Yeah.
So, anyways, all that set aside, I feel like especially this year, when it comes to UAPs and stuff, like I think early this year in January was when like UAPs were first like acknowledged as real. Yeah. So this year we've had a lot of development of that. Yeah. Like you've had confirmed case files where the government says that they retrieved material that was not from our world and used it and tried to work with it. And I don't know the source of this exactly, but it was described as in Roswell, the material like was shattered. Like something happened in Roswell and it shattered the UAP, and the material was like thin as glass but tougher than metal. Wow. So they couldn't break it. Yeah. And they tried to recreate it and they couldn't recreate it. So really interesting.
That is kind of crazy.
Files that were released about Roswell and all that. Yeah. And yeah, you know, I think that Area 51 and all that, I don't think that's real. I don't think anything. I think there's definitely a different site that has everything. Yeah. And Area 51 is not one of those.
Yeah, because like I mean, most likely if this is real, then we wouldn't know about the place. Like Area 51, like we wouldn't know about that. Right. Like, it wouldn't be notorious. Like, that's where the aliens are, you know? So.
I think it was more of a ploy from the government to push people away from where it actually is located.
Yeah, probably.
And I think that's the truth of it. Because even if there were a lot of alien sightings in New Mexico originally, I don't think that's really the case anymore. Yeah. Like, the UAP sightings are all over the place. I think it was more of a fad, and people were more looking for something else.
Yeah, like a tourist thing, too. Yeah, I think so.
But, yeah, I don't know. I liked the Gringle episode a lot, though. I thought it was a really fun episode to shoot, and I think that was kind of the start of us getting a little more comfortable on the podcast. That was one of the last episodes we shot before our break.
That was the interdimensional episode, right?
Maybe. I can't remember.
I think it was the interdimensional episode.
Whatever episode it was. Yeah, it was a really fun episode. Yeah. So, but, you know, and now we're nearing the end of the episode. We have a few more minutes, and is there anything else you want to share, Trent? Any updates? Any goals for the show itself moving forward? Do you want to shoot for?
Just get more comfortable. You know, talking on the podcast. I think we are, but
we're definitely getting more comfortable.
I think a lot of times I'll just talk before I really think about what I want to say. Just like thinking about what I'm gonna say before I start my sentence. You know, I think
right.
Just to make it sound more fluid. Just make it sound better.
So. I would like to keep it as consistent as we have been, which right now we're doing bi-weekly. It'd be cool to get to weekly, but Maybe in the summer we'll do weekly or something. Maybe like when we have more free time to do it. It's just I have so many weekly things already. But that's more of a content thing for me. That's more creating.
Yeah.
That's really where it comes down to, because I do have to edit this episodes and this show, and this episode and this show is nowhere near as complex as all of my other
like the
stuff,
videos
which is
stuff.
Hilarious. But
yeah.
I hope Cosmic Complexity will get more of a following this year. Hopefully, moving into 2025, we've got some Cosmic Complexity merch going. That's one of the goals I'm going to be setting here pretty soon. Start working on that, which I already have the logos and everything. I just need to put it together. And I just haven't done that yet. But hopefully soon we'll get some Cosmic stickers and some t-shirts as well.
Cool. Yeah.
But,
that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything else.
I don't think I do either. But if you watch this far, for some reason, I want to leave a healthy reminder to please leave a comment. You know, the last episode from Big Harry Knuckles, was a clear indication that he watched the episode. What are you caught on?
I think it's maybe.
No, you're caught on my.
Oh, dude, good. I've been caught on this thing for like.
Why didn't you say anything?
The entire episode. I just thought it was.
I was gonna say you've never had that too short.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you watched the episode all the way, thank you for watching, and leave a comment. You know, let us know that you watched it all the way.
Maybe Big Harry Knuckles will comment again.
I guess now the balls are dropping. If you watched all the way to the end of the episode, I want you to comment. The balls have dropped. Did we tell someone to comment? Did we tell him to comment Bellows of Hell for me? Is that what we said?
Right as you said that, I was like...
Now that I think about it, I think Big Harry Knuckles...
What did he comment? It was like something about the Bellows of Hell.
Bellows of Hell. I think Big Harry Knuckles actually
watch the episode back and see if that's what he did.
I'm pretty sure Big Harry Knuckles actually watched the episode all the way and commented, and that's why he said that.
Bellows of Hell for me, please.
Yeah, that sounds like something I said. I'm pretty sure I did say that. So, Big Harry Knuckles, thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Sorry we forgot. We remembered at the end of the episode. So
he watches to the end of the episode. So
yeah, if you Big Harry Knuckles, if you commented towards the end of the episode, I want you to say, "I'm so glad my balls dropped." Comment that.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Dude, I would probably honestly like.
I can't believe I forgot that. That makes a lot more sense now that I think about it. Way more sense, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Thank
pretty
you.
funny.
That's funny. Anyways, cheers to 2024.
Yeah.
2024 is probably one of the most changing year for me. A lot has happened this year for me, and a lot of growth on YouTube this year for me. So really do appreciate you guys, subscribers, non-subscribers, and viewers and all that, for being here for 2024. I do love y'all so much. And cheers to 2025.
Yeah.
Wild to say, but
yeah, it is crazy. 5 years until the new decade.
Yeah.
That's insane. What do you think? What perils do you think are waiting for us in 2030?
Oh, so many. I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
Childbirth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have childbirth. I'm gonna birth a child in 2030. I'm gonna try to, at least. If I'm not flying by then.
Yeah, maybe
that'll be my next
maybe
goal.
you'll be flying by then. Yeah. 2030.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, the balls are dropped, so you know what that means.
Oh, are we doing this?
Yeah, we're doing this.
Oh gosh.